Hello, this is Mr. Zantis. Now, in this lesson, we're going to learn how to round numbers. And how we round numbers is from a simple number 1 to number 10 formats. And here, we're going to learn how to use them properly, and we're going to be a little bit complicated, but it will help you in the long run. So are you ready? Let's go! Hello, this is Mr. Zandis, and for today, I'm going to teach you about rounding numbers. Now, as you see, there's a little line right here with the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, why is this important? Well, for rounding numbers, there are certain rules for rounding numbers. So, from 1, 2, 3, 4, you will be going this direction. So, whenever you are at 4, if you're rounding numbers, you're going to go down to 0 or 1, depending on the rule. However, for this rule, we're going to go 1. So if I say, hey, can you round the number of 3? Well, guess what? Since we know that the direction is going to go to the left, we're going to land on 1. Or if I say, hey, can you give me the number to 4.3? Well, 4.3 is still around the 4 area. So we're going to go to the left and land on 1. And with these exercises, I will teach you all of that after I'm done explaining what happens when you're on number 5. So on number 5, you will have to go this way. So if I ask you, hey, what number is 7? What's the rounding number? Well, we know that the landing number should be 10. If I ask you, hey, can you give me the rounding number of number 8? We know that it's gonna land on 10. So, with these exercises, I'm going to teach you how to round numbers with any number from 1s to the 10s and even to the 100 places. So, as we see, what is the rounding number of 6? Well, as we see up here, this is number 6. So we're going to go to the right and land on 10. So this will equal out to 10. Just like so. And now let's see number 3. Ooh, well, we already know that if you're on number 3, you have to go to the left and land on 1. So, with that being said, we are going to put it on the 1. Good. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to answer this question. But where would 12 go? Well, let's see. So the last number is 2, which if we see here, this is 2. So it would go to 1, right? Not the case. Since we passed 10, this is considered 10. And if it was like 17 here, since the last number is 7, we would go up to 20. So this would be 10. While this would be 20. So now I'm going to give you another second to answer number 5. What would 23 be if we were to round numbers? Well, I see 3 here, but will it go to 1? No, it will not go to 21. It would go down to 20 since we passed the 20th place. So it would be like number 4 right here. So equal 20. Now this is interesting. Now instead of going from the 4 all the way to the 1, since it's a decimal, this will be a different question. 4.9 will go to 5, or will 4.9 go to 4? Well, as we see here, 9 is right here. So we're going to go to the right. So in this case, we will land on 5 instead of 4. Just like that. Now, let's see here, 5.3. Well, as we see, 3 is right here, so we're going to go to the left. Instead of 5 being 6, it's going to be 5, just like number 6. Ooh, 6.7. That will definitely, since 7's right here, will go to the right. So this will change to 7 instead of 6, as we've seen from number 7. Now 230, now this is a big one. Now we're not gonna go to 10th, but we're gonna go 100, the hundreds. So in this case, will 230 go to 200, or will 230 go to 300? Now, it's kind of hard to tell because we don't have a 0, but we can say this. There's a 3, and because of that, it's going to go to the left. So, this will definitely be 200. Now, this last one, let's be a little bit more complicated. Will 601 be, at this time, all the way back to the 0, or will it go to the 1,000? Well, we see 1, which I told you at the last place, you go left. But because it's a higher number than 500, which would be split in the middle, this is considered 1,000. So we're going to put 1,000. And just like that, you have learned rounding the numbers. And just like that, we now learned rounding the numbers. I hope you had a fun time, and I know I did. It kind of learned a little bit more than I thought, but I hope you learned a lot more. And so you might be asking, well, why is that important? Well, in life, you're going to be asked questions, and sometimes you don't have the exact answers, but if you can give a rounding answer, it can help a lot. So for example, let's say I ask you, hey, how many feet did we run today? I think it was 70. Well, from there, they can think, okay, it was anywhere between 65 or 70. Well, let's say they ask you, well, how long did you mow the grass? I think it was around 15 minutes. Well, now they can think, okay, so it took anywhere between 13 to 17 minutes. So you see why it's important to understand rounding the numbers. There are the mathematics side of things, but then in the real world, you're gonna have to answer these questions anyways. So I hope you had a fun time, and next week we'll learn a lot more. All right, see ya.